caliber passes away, the media comes out, they always say something like they kind of regurgitate the same information about the person, oh, he was such a good, like, nice person and this and that. But something I always saw with Kobe, and it was especially through his social media, was that the things that were being said were like completely genuine, because the fact that he could be spending his time, with people that kind of like didn't live the same lifestyle as him. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just like he didn't, like when Jordan retired, right? And I know Jordan's not part of the social media era, but when Jordan retired, you don't hear much about Jordan. You don't hear much about, all you hear about Magic is what he's investing in and anything that connects back to the Lakers. Yeah. But when you heard about Kobe, it was all these different things he was doing.
Different avenues.
He was around people in the community in Orange County. He's always in Disneyland. People see him in Disneyland. Right. I had a friend text me a picture of him sitting at a volleyball tournament in Vegas because her daughter was playing at the volleyball tournament. He's just sitting there. People coming, like, superstars don't do that. Right. Yeah. And I remember you posting a video of him. Was it his retirement ceremony when he came up to you, shook your hand, asked, "Oh, what you been up to?" This and that. Yeah. And just seeing how enthusiastic he was to you, it's like it shows that arrogance he had on the court was necessary for what he did on the court, but that wasn't him. No. You could see how humble he was to people, like when he was just being like Kobe. That's it. Talk about, outside of basketball and outside of what people see on social media, like how do you perceive him as a person that you just go talk to?
Well, it's funny because he, a lot of us will tell you too, like a lot of people who knew him, that warmness and kindness, it came a long way because he was very serious, in his early years. He wasn't, and this is not, a knock or any shade, but he wasn't always as welcoming, because he was just in a different mind state back in his earlier, career days. He was more focused on the game, and if he didn't really know you that much, or if it wasn't basketball related, or if they lost a game, he was not trying to crack jokes or talk to anybody. He was upset. I've heard that if you saw him out in public somewhere, like at South Coast Plaza, I've heard stories that him and his wife weren't as welcoming because they were together and they considered that family time. Yeah. If I take, one picture, I have to take 1,000. I'm just not trying to do that right now. Yeah. So people might have taken that the wrong way. Oh, he wasn't cool, this and that. But listen, I've never, when I came around 2008, 2009, this guy was always cool. No matter, I've seen his seriousness. I've seen a side where, it's like, all right, don't, you might want to, don't talk to him tonight. Just give him space, because you got to understand, you got to know, right. It's not the time for that. But he was never disrespectful to me. I've never seen him snap or go crazy on anybody, or like all this stuff that I heard before I was around him. It wasn't true. What's true is that he was a genuine guy and that he was a nice guy off the court. But he had to be serious when he was in season mode and when he was playing basketball. I mean,
he took his craft seriously. He wanted to win.
Yeah, that's it.
In all actuality,
that's it.
It's that's what made him good. The players nowadays, and that's part of the heartache that most of the fans are feeling now is like there aren't any other people like that anymore. Even LeBron, you're gonna really have to sell it to me. He still has to show me that he has that. He has a little bit, but not that much. And all these other guys, I don't know. I think if they you take one thing away from them, they're gonna cry. You know what I mean? It's this guy didn't cry. I'm gonna play.
He's from that. He was like last of a dying breed. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's from that old school era where before he comes from the era where it was about winning and none of that. Way before social media.